Hey everyone, Becky Launder here. I think we are live. I'm attempting to use the new Facebook Live creator version. And oh, maybe now we're live. Now we're live. I was just saying I'm attempting to use the new Facebook creator version. I keep opting to go back to the old version, but it's making me do the new version. So here I am. Hello you guys. Happy Monday. It is great to see all of you. Let me know as you guys are joining in. Say hello. I want to make sure I'm seeing the comments and that we are also in the group. So if you guys are not in our Facebook group, you need to be because that's where all the fun happens. It is the My Consultant Training Tribe group here on Facebook. And every day you kind of get a daily dose of motivation and helpful tips and training to help you grow your direct sales business. So hey Rita, hey Hillary, Julie, awesome. Good to see you guys. So glad this is working. Sometimes I just don't know about things when Facebook makes changes. It makes me a little nervous. And this is like super wide screen. Normally you guys don't see my whole office, but here I am. Welcome, welcome. Like, hope everyone is doing good. Happy Monday. Let me know where you guys are joining in from so I can say hello to you. I am here in San Diego, California, and it was a pretty beautiful day here today. Like, hey, Kim, not gonna lie, it was probably, I don't know, I don't want to make some of you jealous of our weather, but it was like high 80s today. It was pretty warm. So happy that it's starting to feel a little bit like summer. I've ordered a swimming pool from Target that hopefully will be showing up real soon, just in time to keep the kids busy while we're all stuck at home. All right, you guys. Well, I am so excited tonight to chat with you a little bit about team challenges. So, I'm a big fan of running some challenges. I know that many of you joined us just 2 weeks ago for our 5-day challenge that we did on personal branding. It was a ton of fun. If you guys were here for the challenge, drop me a note saying how much you love the challenge. But it just creates a momentum and an energy when you're doing things alongside others. And I think that's part of what we all love about direct sales is that we get to be with a team and it's collaborative and it's fun. And I mean, at some point, so you could feel a little bit competitive with people, but generally speaking, it's a place where you can learn and you can grow with others and do things along other people, with other people. Oh, good. Now I can see all your comments. Yay. Oh my gosh, good to see all you guys. And I think that that's a ton of fun. I love that about, being part of a team and hanging out with other like-minded people that kind of get it. I don't know about you guys, but there's many times that I want to talk business with people and I don't even do it because I know they're going to have no idea what I'm talking about. They have no idea what I do in my business. But in trails, it's great when you have a team and you can connect with others and you can do things together. So this topic is especially helpful if you already have a team. If you're an aspiring leader, I think this will be helpful for you as well. Or even if you're just starting to grow a small team of maybe just a couple people on your team, you can still use team challenges to motivate your team and inspire them and all kind of work together on things together. So let's get right into it. Let me know in the comments, you guys, if you have a team, if it's a small team, like you're starting out, you're hoping to grow a team, or maybe you have a lot of people on your team and you do team challenges all the time. I personally love doing a team challenge at least once a month. I feel like that's a good amount of time. I wouldn't run it for the entire month. I usually do short little bursts, like 3 to 7 days. Much longer than that, kind of people forget about it. They're not always super engaged. So I like the idea of running challenges, when you need a little boost of. And as a leader, you usually can see when that's happening. You can get in your numbers, right? Normally, when you're like, should we just need a little injection of some momentum here? Our numbers are a little bit low, or we're not getting a whole lot of engagement in the group. I think, always really a great time to run a team challenge. All right, so let's talk about it. So the first type of challenge that I think is a lot of fun is one that is straight around driving sales. I mean, ultimately, we all want sales. As a leader of a team, you're going to want sales. As a team member, you're going to want sales. So there's a couple different things that you can do around sales challenges. So you can rally around a single product, which I think is a lot of fun. You pick an item that you know is maybe a new release or a bestseller or something that everyone can kind of wrap their head around, and you pick that one item and you encourage everyone to really push that product, and you create messaging and you do social media images and you help people out and share different ways that they can promote that particular product. So you could do kind of a team goal. Maybe the team goal is to sell 50 of that specific product. Or maybe the team goal is to sell 10 of that product. Maybe you have a small team of just you and maybe one or two other people. You can still do a really fun team challenge where you say, all right, let's see in the next 5 days if we can sell 20 of these. And you just pick a thing, and that's the thing that you focus on. It works really well on sale. Right? It'll help you out a little bit if your headquarters or corporate office has some kind of promotion around that particular item. You can definitely create some momentum around that product. When you run it that way, where you're focused on a single product, one thing that I love to do is to create a Facebook post where everyone comments when they sell one. Okay, so it kind of creates this energy and momentum of like, I got one, oh, I got one, yep, you got one, right? So everyone's kind of cheering each other on. And I think it just encourages some additional momentum in your group when everyone is working together towards a common goal. So that's if you wanted to do a team goal. Of course, for a sales challenge, you can also do individual goals. So maybe you know that for the month of May, you have a new teammate and her goal is $500 sales. So you don't have to run a team challenge with everyone on your team. You can just challenge her directly, all right? Like it doesn't, not all things are created equal here. You could just go to that new consultant and say, hey, I know your goal is to get to $500 in sales this month. And when you do that, I'm going to send you my favorite Rachel Hollis book, right? So give them a little bit of an incentive. A lot of times your company already has incentives in place for reaching certain sales milestones. But if you know somebody is super motivated by free product or a certain book, use that as a little bit of an incentive to get them extra engaged and really working towards reaching that challenge. You could also do other things around like, our team has a goal of, $20,000 in sales. No, maybe this is a big team. $20,000 in sales this month, and every time you sell $100, leave a comment below. Every time you hit $100, you get one entry. And you could kind of do it as like a raffle type of thing, right? So every time you get $100 in sales, you get 1 point. And then at the end of the month, we're going to count up how many points you have, how many points everyone else has, make them do the work. That's a hot tip for you right there. If you're a big team, you don't want to be doing math for people. Put that back on them and have them count their points for you. And then you can do kind of a weighted raffle, right? Where you get 5 entries for Kim and you get 7 entries for Cindy and Rita gets 3 entries, and you put it all in and you do some raffles for some fun things, right? And I love, you guys probably saw it in the challenge, but I love Wheel of Names, the spinny wheel. I think that's super fun. People like to see their name on screen, like to win prizes. Okay, so second team challenge that you should try out is a booking blitz. So if you're in direct sales and you're in a party-based plan company, you know that when people book parties, they get sales. So if your goal is to grow the total sales of your team, a booking blitz is a great way to get things scheduled on their calendar and those sales will follow. So you can, I think for a booking blitz in particular, I really like to give people points and entries. One, when they ask, and then 2, when they secure a booking, right? So you don't want to discredit those people that are really working hard and they're going out there and they're asking people if they want to pencil in a date on their calendar for a party. So I would give them maybe 5 points for asking, points for securing a date, right? And you can do the same thing where you do a weighted raffle at the end and you give out some prizes based on how many people or how many parties they've booked and how many people they've asked. So that's kind of a fun one. So another one that you could try out is really a recruiting challenge. So maybe your company has some really awesome kit special right now or incentive for joining. So you could do some kind of fun challenge around getting teammates to join your team. And if you have an opportunity event or some kind of special thing you can invite people to, you can give them points based on the number of invites to that. You can give them points based on the number of people that actually decide to join. It works really well if you have a group of people that are working towards promotion together and they need to grow their team in order to reach those promotion goals. So that would be a good kind of like smaller accountability group to push promotions in their business. Okay, idea number 4 for you for a team challenge is really around taking action. So the whole idea of these challenges is that you want people to take certain actions in their business, right? So you want people to get more sales, you want to get more parties booked, you want to get more team members, right? But it could be other things too. Maybe you want people to step out of their comfort zone and start doing live videos. Because we know when you show up on camera and you connect with your audience, you build relationships and the sales again follow. So you could do a go live challenge. I particularly love this one because you can give them the practice and experience of going live even on your team group page. So it doesn't have to be, you go live, how scary, in front of all of your customers, but why don't you just go live and practice here in our safe and supportive Facebook group, so that you could do something like that for a go live challenge to really help them build their confidence. You could do another challenge where they introduce themselves and they share some insight about themselves and help kind of foster and build that community within your team environment, right? So if maybe you have an influx of a whole bunch of new team members, right? Wishful thinking. And you want everyone to get to know each other. So you could do kind of a fun get to know each other challenge where all they have to do is really share interesting information about themselves, where they're from, how they learned about the business, who introduced them to the business, maybe what activities they're interested in. And this is really around creating community and connecting your team in a way that's going to make them to really hang out on your group page and see what you have going on in your business. Similarly, you could do something about sharing your why, or a bingo challenge where there's a series of 20 different actions you want people to take in their business, and they simply have to do that action. They get to check that box, right? They get that done, they get some points or some credit, and then at the end you do a big raffle, right? Okay, so there are a couple of ideas. Of course, if you're going to do a challenge, you're going to need prizes. So as a leader, don't feel like all of that has to come out of your budget. If you have other leaders on your team, ask them if they'd be willing to kick in some prizes. And people don't need big, giant prizes. I mean, it's fun to win an iPad, but let's be real. Getting some fun stationery or goodies from the Target dollar spot, even a $5 Starbucks gift card is going to make your day, right? So think about the prizes and incentives and use the energy of your team to really motivate people together and create those connections and the desired actions that you're hoping that they'll take as a result of the challenge. So that's what I have for you guys tonight. I have a blog post on this topic. I will be sure to share it with you. I'll post it here in the video description. But if you have any questions or other ideas, definitely share it in the comments. Let us know what ideas you have around team challenges, what's worked really effectively for your team, what's motivating to you. Give us ideas. What kind of fun prizes can you give away to your team? And yeah, be creative about it. Again, you don't have to make the challenge about the entire team too. So like I said in the very beginning, if you know that Jenna is super motivated by a $5 Starbucks card, then give her the Starbucks and set individual goals with your team members. I feel like that works really well, especially if you have a smaller team and you're starting out in building a team and you don't have a big elaborate challenge that you're doing in your business. So I hope you guys have a great Monday. It has been a long day over here. I'm going on like my 4th hour of meetings. You guys are my last one. So it was great to see all of you. Thank you on live. If you're catching the replay, let us know it was the replay. I hope to see you over in our Facebook group, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good one.